This is a fictional asylum claim brought to you by Adeboye Lash Incorporated to help potential clients note how a claim is supposed to look like. This claim is not meant to be used by anyone. Please be advised. Irrespective of your claim, IRCC has the final decision on finding out the authenticity of a claim. Fictional asylum claim narrative of a Nigerian, Ayobami Olowogboyega, born on the 29th of July 1996. Date of application: August 12, 2024. Personal information: my name is Ayobami Olowogboyega and I am a 29-year-old man from Nigeria. I am married to Ngozi Olowogboyega and we have a 5-year-old daughter, Chiamaka. Due to the ongoing violence and persecution I face from the Aye Axemen cult, I am unable to safely return to Nigeria, and I fear for my life and the lives of my family if I am forced to go back. Background and issue with the Aye Axemen. I grew up in a quiet neighborhood in Lagos, Nigeria, where I was focused on my academics. However, during my time at Olabisi Onabanjo University, I was introduced to the Aye Axemen through some of my schoolmates who were already involved with the group. They promised me protection and respect within the university environment. Feeling vulnerable and eager to gain status, I joined the group when I was 21 years old, in my second year of studies. At first, the cult offered me a sense of belonging, and I was given privileges such as free access to resources and protection from bullies on campus. However, over time, I realized the violent and criminal activities that the Aye Axemen were engaged in, including extortion, intimidation, drug trafficking, and violent assault on rivals and innocent people. I witnessed countless incidents of abuse and threats against students who refused to cooperate with the group. During my final year of university, I began to regret my involvement. I wanted to start a peaceful life with my wife and daughter and leave the violent world behind. I knew that leaving the group would be dangerous, as they often punish defectors severely, sometimes with death or mutilation. However, the growing violence within the court, particularly towards members who wanted to leave, was unbearable. Reason for leaving: in 2021, I decided to leave the Aye Axemen after an incident in which they threatened to kill a fellow member who wanted to quit. That incident opened my eyes to the level of control and brutality the group exerted over its members. The leader of the Aye Axemen, Duro Jaye, issued a warning to me directly, telling me that leaving would come with severe consequences. I tried to explain to Duro Jaye that I wanted to leave to focus on my family and build a legitimate life. He laughed at my reasoning and told me that the only way to leave the court safely was in a coffin. The Aye Axemen do not allow members to exit the group without facing violent retaliation, persecution, and threats. After my decision to leave, the cult began threatening me and my family. They sent me numerous messages on my phone, including death threats, and told me that if I did not return to them, they would kill me and harm my wife and daughter. I was constantly followed by members of the group, and I knew I was being watched. I became so afraid that I could not sleep at night. In July 2022, the Aye Axemen attempted to abduct me from my home in Lagos, but I managed to escape after alerting a neighbor who helped me flee. Since then, I have been hiding, I've been moving between different locations within Nigeria also. I have had to sever contact with my wife and daughter for their safety, as the cult told me that they would harm them to lure me out. I have tried to seek protection from the Nigerian police, but they have been unable or unwilling to help. In fact, I was threatened by a police officer during one visit who told me that reporting the gang would put me in more danger. He informed me that the cult had connections within the police force and warned me that if I pressed charges, I would be arrested for my involvement with them in the past. This has left me with no recourse but to flee. Why Canada? I fled Nigeria because I feared for my life and the lives of my family. After researching potential destinations, I believe that Canada is the only country where I can find safety. Canada is known for its commitment to human rights and asylum protection, and I trust that I will not be persecuted or endangered if I am allowed to settle there. If I were to return to Nigeria, I would face death or severe physical harm from the IA Axemen for leaving the group. I have no remaining family who can protect me, and the police and the government are either complicit in the gang's activities or incapable of providing adequate protection. In conclusion, I respectfully request that Canada grant me asylum because I am at risk of targeted persecution by the IA Axemen due to my decision to leave the cult. The threats to my life are genuine, and I cannot safely live in and I cannot safely live in Nigeria due to the inability of the state to protect me from the group's violence and retaliation. Canada offers a place where I can rebuild my life and find safety, and I ask for your understanding and assistance in this difficult time. Thank you for considering my claim. Sincerely, Ayobami Olowoboyega. Explanation of key asylum claim elements. Persecution. Ayobami's fear of persecution comes from his decision to leave a secret cult, the Aye Axemen, which punishes defectors. The threat, surveillance, and violence from the group creates a well-founded fear of harm if he returns to Nigeria. Social group. He is part of a particular social group, former members of the Aye Axemen who wants to leave the group. This fits within the grounds for asylum under international law. Inability to seek protection. The claim highlights that Ayobami cannot seek help from the Nigerian authorities due to corruption and the involvement of some police officers with the cult. This further strengthens his claim, as the state is either unable or unwilling to protect him. Credibility. The details of Ayobami's experience in the cult, his decision to leave, the threats, and his attempts to seek police protection all build a credible narrative that would support his claim for asylum in Canada. This is a fictional scenario that fits the framework of a well-rounded asylum claim based on fear of persecution due to membership in a social group, as well as the inability to seek protection from the state. Please be advised not to use this story for your asylum claim in Canada, else it will be rejected and refused.